Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Tap Into Your Mental. I am Ebony B on YouTube. You guys, I am here for chit chat. Like, I don't have main topics today. I just want to talk to my people. Basically about just everyday life. I have been viewing all the vlogs, looking at the news, looking at TV where people are talking about celebrities, different type of mental illness, mocking people about their mental illness, just really making a mayhem of it all, and it really bothers me. So we're going to bring up the first topic, and I even put some on my TikTok, and it's about pathological liars. Yes, everybody and their mom and dad and grandmama have seen Reesa, Tessa, I'm guessing I'm saying it right, and her storyline on TikTok. Let's talk about it. Okay, first of all, I am here because I like to sit down and have a conversation about mental illness, about healing, about grieving, about your everyday drama, trauma, all of it. Everything I just said is all in her storyline. Trauma, for one. Mental illness, for two. Grievance was another one. So, I like the storyline. I hated her going through that. But me and my mental state said, hey, everybody to me that I know, maybe not, is a pathological liar. Everybody lies. And I actually been studying on pathological liar because, yes, these are people that believe in their lie. Listen, when you tell a lie, you're going to believe it. You're going to believe in that lie. Let's talk about Miss Tessa. In order for her to believe everything that her husband said, that stems from, her ex-husband, that stems from mental illness, which means something in the brain is not clicking, is not right. And the reason why I say that is because you put in your head and you fixate on a dream guy. We all do. Guy, woman, whomever. We all want that perfect person in our life. And when they present themselves one time to be a perfect person, this right here change. We can see all the signs. We can talk about it to our girlfriends, our guy friends. But in our mind, we fixate on the perfect person. Guess what, baby? There's no perfect person. So we all have witnessed a pathological liar. Now, do we want to believe one? Do we want to use our brain to form the fact that that person has something wrong with them? It took over a year and a half for her to be fed up and for her to understand who she was dealing with. I could be wrong. I only looked at it once. Quote me if, get in the comments. Let me know what I'm saying is wrong or right. But we have to think about this. This is a person who we was up on the pandemic, first of all, which was a mind thing of its own. Losing a lot of people, seeing a lot of bodies. The news was always having a feed of who's living, who's dying. We wanted someone to comfort us, be there for us. But it all stems in the mind. Could we not be alone? Could we not have set this out alone? Could we not have rushed into living with someone, being with someone, believing in someone during that time? So when I talk about Miss Tessa or whomever dealing with pathological liars, who do you know that don't lie? It's all about what you believe in. what you think it is. Once he presented the first lie, you had the capability, or did you have the capability of saying, he lied to me. The second lie, the third lie, so far. Like, seriously, you have to think about the type of mental illness it takes, not only for him to lie, but for her to believe. Yes, once again, we want that perfect person. But once a person show you themselves one time, that is that person. We cannot all say everybody change. That's God's will. I have always been taught that I can't change somebody. I could just change myself. So in her storyline, I would have changed myself. He could have been a pathological liar. He could have lied constantly. But it wouldn't have been up under my belt because I know who I am. And it plays a big stem on just being in a mental mind frame. Like, seriously, you have to think about it. But the storyline has passed around and passed around and passed around and passed around. But haven't no one asked her, where were your mind during this time? Why didn't you seek the counseling, or why didn't you challenge your own mind to say that this is a person that is lying and you can't see that? It had to been shown. It had to been seen. Listen, let me tell you something. You can only take me one time to go and test drive a car. I am that person. I am that girl. Listen, we're not going to do it the second time. We might not even do it the third time. We will have to, once we make a decision that Ebony needs a car, that's what Ebony will like. But once again, that's my mind. That is my mind. That is stemming from only me. Now, I don't know what she was thinking with going to view a house 100 times, going to test drive a car. Once he said the car was going to come on a Saturday and it never showed up. All of these are signs, but they are signs that she neglected to realize. Or did she want to realize them? Once again, you guys, we have to talk about mental illness when it comes to the people that's telling the story, the people that's in the story. It doesn't matter if it's your story or her story. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we just have to think about it like this. What do we really believe in? And I talk about this all the times. Like, it stems from her grieving the loss of her child. Like, the loss of her child could have simply been also affecting how she feel about her ex-husband. You know, okay, I have lost a child. I'm grieving right now. I'm going to block out the signs. I'm going to block out a lot of things. Listen, we have to challenge our mind. We have to sit our own self down. Once she started documenting her things and the journey that she was going through, she should have known. And then she should have started praying, because at that point, you have to figure out how to get out your situation. Not calling the cousins, the brothers, the sisters, the aunties. It doesn't matter. He was lying to you. So at that point, you take it upon yourself to say, you know what? Is either I'm going to deal with it or I'm not going to deal with it. And get out of it. You knew what he was doing. Listen, baby, you can go buy me whatever you want to buy me. I need to see bank statements also, because we live together. We live together. So there's different things that stems from the mind. You guys, I looked at the Wendy Williams documentary. First of all, I didn't want to look at it. That's one thing. I just so happened to see everybody talking about it and them mocking her and how she looked and how she was showing her feet and how all of these things was, you know, her eyes. And okay, let's talk about it. Why? Why are we mocking her? Why are we not writing letters, sending her love, sending her flowers? Why are we not lifting her up at this time? I don't care if this is a promotion scheme. I don't care what it is about. Having an alcohol addiction, mental illness, that's a problem. This young lady, older lady, sorry, is already also grieving the loss of her husband. Her ex-husband is not dead, but I guarantee you the reason why she kept saying his name is because she loved that man, and in the back of her mind she still wants that man. Granted, he did not do right by her, and he probably have messed up whatever mental state that she was in from the get-go. Had her mentalness didn't have nothing to do with him. Yes, it was a startup, but trust and believe it was there way before him. It was there before him. What it is mental illness also plant-based from trauma. Him constantly cheating, him having a main mistress, that is trauma to her. But everybody want to talk about her scandal because she was that person. Let me tell you something. What I have learned a long time ago: hurt people hurt people. And you better say it. I'm gonna get a little closer. Hurt people hurt people. So when she was on her show and she was speaking out and she was being her and, you know, talking how she wanted to talk and being messy, she was hurt. So she had to hurt somebody else. Instead of put her on a platform to embarrass her, to show off what's going on with her, hug her. Listen, I give kudos to Black China, because at the end of the day, that she needs to be loved. She still do need to be loved. I don't see nobody loving on her. I don't see nobody embracing her. Everybody want to talk about her flaws, what she did, her karma. How's it karma having mental illness? How's it karma having health issues? This is a cry for help. This not a gimmick. This not a and it ticked me. Listen, it ticked me off. It ticked me off because I just had so much in my heart for her just looking at it. Because at the end of the day, she's alone. I don't care about the cameras. I don't care about the people that surrounds her. She's literally alone. She has one child, which is a son, live out of state. She has family, live out of state. And I guarantee you, these family members all in her face when the money was flowing, when the brain was doing good and all of this. Now that ain't then clicking, the money ain't flowing. Guess what? You're alone. Because don't nobody care. But instead of putting her on TMZ and all the vlogs and Lifetime, send her a card. Tell her how much you love her. Show up for her. Go pick her up. Take her to the store. You know, take her to the park. I don't care. Like, do stuff for her that is needed and not mock her. How do you mock mental illness? How do that stems from, like, how does that go hand in hand with life? I am so tired to where, and this is me ranting today. I don't know what it is, but I done got tired of just turning on, you know, the TV or being on YouTube and everybody claim that, you know, life is lifing. And I feel like this about life is lifing. If life is lifing and it's not going accordingly, then be a helping hand. Be a helping hand. Because at this point, like, all these TV shows that, you know, talks about people, show people lives in a negative way, where's the positivity? We're not gonna get nowhere in a negative light. We're not gonna get nowhere in a negative light. I actually, you know, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at something. I actually was thinking about something. And it's called, and I heard somebody talk about it not too long ago. She was talking about dumping all of her, I think it was Peyton. She was talking about dumping her problems on family and friends. Not necessarily like, she called it I don't know what she called it. I think she was just saying like she got back into counseling, and she had to call and apologize to her family and friends for dumping her issues on them. You know, we don't want to call our family members, our sisters, our brothers, or whomever, and dump our lives on them, because 9 times out of 10, they have a life. They're going through something as well. Yes, I'm a promoter of counseling. I love my counselor. Hey, we talk quite often, but I feel as if a true family member, a true friend, a true spouse, you should be able to dump. Like, I'm not a dumper on I take that back. On certain people, I would let spill it out. But it's sometimes I do want to keep stuff to myself. There are some times where I feel bad after spilling my heart to someone else, even down to my spouse. But how else will we, get that out? How else will we feel? How else will we feel like, a breather? It's a breather for us. No, everybody don't want to hear your problems. Everybody don't want to hear your messiness, your drama, your troubles, all of that. But it should be some people in your life that will say, no, go ahead. I'm here. Because I'm one of those people. If you call me and you want to talk about your problems, I am here. You text me, want to talk about it, I'm going to do these long texts, even though I don't like it. I am here. So my question is to you guys, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you try to hide what's going on in your life? Or do you hold like a lot of stuff in? Because at the end of the day, I just, I don't talk to everybody about everything. I don't talk to everybody about everything. And there are some things you need to learn how to keep to yourself. Believe that. There are some things you need to learn how to keep to yourself. But I also feel like you should be able to have a genuine conversation with a friend or a family member, if they're a true friend, if they're a true family member. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the new norm. I'm looking at my phone because I was talking to somebody about the new norm. What is the new norm? Everything is clickbait. Everything is for entertainment. Everything is this 2023, 24. The media has changed. Everything seems like it's changing over time. It's like, what is our new norm? Killing, to me, is the new norm. Us as mothers are having, oh my God, a hard time. Like, we are either going through something with our kids where, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're doing pills, and it's the new norm. Having conversations with teenagers, having conversations with 20-year-olds, even a couple of 30-year-olds. I have been doing it because I've been trying to figure out, why is it that this generation or that particular generation have no care, no feelings about life, and they call it the new norm. Entertainment, like the entertainment life is not the same. Everything is basically online. If I am riding down the street and I see a car on fire. The new norm for others are to film it, not jump out, not save the person, not call the police. Everything is basically, let me whip my phone out and let me film this. Let me whip my phone out. Let me take a picture of me naked. Let me whip my phone out. And I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I am trying to figure out this new norm. Taking these pills, drinking out the people, smoking out the people. Make me understand. Put in the comments. Let me know what's out here. What is it about the new norm? I don't like it. Like, every time I turn on the news, like I tell you guys all the time, I had to stop watching it for one thing, you know, but if it's on and if I hear it, it's like a new set of kids dying. This person got shot here. This person got stabbed there. That person, you know, was in a road rage. I have never seen nothing like this. Like, this is something that have been bothering my mental for a few months now. Yes, it's been happening. But when I say it's like big, it's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Every time I look around, it is something. Every time I look around, it's mayhem. Just put it like that. And it all stemming from our kids, man. Like, our kids are out here. And I know we have praying mothers. But then, you know, you get that phone call in the AM. Or you get that knock at the door in the AM. That's heart-wrenching. So if that's what they call it, the new norm, I don't want no part of it. Like, none whatsoever. Me just thinking about everyday life. I know that some people can't afford the counseling. There are some places out here, and if I happen to run across a couple of them, I will post them. Some places out here that are free. We all need to talk to somebody, because we all, and if you're not going through something, once again, put it in the comments. I love when people boast on how great their life is, how great their health is, how great the kids are. I love it. I love it. But there are some people out here that are going through something. There are some people out here going through something. And I know I am one to say that, you know, I'm here. I'm here for chat. I'm here for phone calls. I tell it to you all the time when I'm on this podcast. I see so much stuff to where I be wanting to hold out all the arms, and I only have two of them. I only have two of them. But me saying this is, I hate the fact that we are advertising everyday life as if it's a joking matter. Just last week, when the young lady was killed just by jogging, you know, when she woke up that morning, she probably did something that she normally do every day, go jogging, minding her own business. And for somebody to have the mind frame to take her life, what are we talking about here? And then on top of that, that same day, a young man took his life at the same college. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because these are young kids. These are 20-year-olds that are losing their lives. Whether it's through somebody harming them, whether it's through them taking their own lives. We need to learn how to talk about it. I said, if I could, you know how you have a boardroom full of people. If I could just put all the people in one room, everybody, I need everybody in one room, so we could just discuss how can we keep our kids safe. How could we tap into their mental and find out what's going on? You know, that guy who killed the young lady, he was 26 years old. Even though he was not from here, he had to been mentally sick for him to even think or do anything like that. So at the end of the day, yes, we need one big room, one big conference room. This world needs one big conference room because it doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense when somebody walks into a school and shoot up the kids. It doesn't make no sense when somebody walks into a grocery store because what's going on? Are the doctors feeding them all this medicine? Are they not taking medicine that's needed? What is going on? I feel like I just need a big conference room at this point because we need to learn how to talk about it. We need to learn how to talk to our kids. 30 minutes a day. Hey, sit them down. How you doing? What you doing? What's going on in your mind today? What happened? Tell me all about it. I was good at it. Even though I had one of them daughters my daughter was just, doing her own thing. I made sure that we ate at the table. I made sure that I just called every day. What you doing? How you doing? If I had to go to work and she was at home, hey, how's your day? You getting up? You going to school? Any little thing like that, it matters. It matters. Because you never know if you didn't ask, you never know what they're going through. You never know what they're going through. So sometimes you have to stop what you're doing and take accountability and ask your child what is going on. What is going on with you today? What is going on? So they can be able to say, hey, Mom, I didn't have a good day. Or wife, I didn't have a good day. Or husband, I didn't have a good day. Then that's a conversation. And maybe just that conversation will take place and won't nothing else happen out here in this world. Listen, I could talk all day long about the brain. Because I tell you guys all the time, when I'm not doing a weekly podcast, it's simply because I'm trying to get myself together. I don't come on here like an out of sight, out of mind. I have to be prayed up. I have to know what I'm saying to you guys because I want you to take what I'm saying seriously. So I'm not going to come here if my mind is not in a correct place. So I have to give myself time. I have to calm myself down. I have to read my books. So I'm pretty sure the next person has to do the same thing. Like all of a sudden we don't start having we've been having road rage, but back in the days, I just throw pennies or shoot a bird or now you just ride up on the side of somebody and shoot them. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And that's going around quite often. So we need to question what's going on. Is it in the water? Is it in the food? What are we doing here? Because all of a sudden, everything is becoming chaos. That's it. That's it. Like when I'm watching all these shows and I'm, looking at all these storylines and stuff like that, it makes me talk about it more and more because I'm like, not only was he in a different headspace on Reesa Tessa, not only was her ex-husband in a different headspace, she had to be as well. Not only is Wendy Williams in a different headspace, the people behind the camera as well. Money is not everything. And trust you, I love money. But it's not everything. You can't play with somebody's mental health because you need to be paid. That doesn't work like that. That doesn't work like that at all. She can go and be in as many facilities. If she's not getting it right up here, it doesn't matter. You can sit down in front of somebody and talk to somebody, but if you're not working on it, if you're not trying to fix it, if it's not applying to your headspace, then give it up. Give it up. Because what we don't understand is trauma comes around us each and every day. Losing people is trauma. Being in accidents and hurting yourself or having physical illness and stuff like that, that's trauma. That is trauma. Trauma to your body, and which causes trauma to your mind. So you have to look at it 1,000 ways when you're traumatized by something. And sometimes it's a testimony. But when you're traumatized by something, it affects your mind in a lot of ways. It affects you in a lot of ways. So what I'm saying today, you guys, because once again, I didn't have no main topics or nothing like that. I just wanted to chit chat. I just wanted to talk to you guys, because what we have to realize is we got to come together somehow, some way, and fix this issue that we're having. We have to come together and love on each other, not just ourselves. I talk about self-care all the time. I love self-care. I love self-care. But I also love taking care of those who I love as well. I want everybody to wake up and know that it is somebody else out there that is going to be there for them, love on them, take care of them. Listen, you guys, I have, my mom is a sickly lady, elderly, love her to death. We have had struggles, trauma, problems, but I need her to know each and every day that I am here. So I call each and every day and I show up faithfully to let her know these things, because she needs to know this. My dad, my sisters, my brothers, they need to know this. My nieces, my nephews, the little ones. I see the little ones. It's, hey, gorgeous. Hey, handsome. How you doing? How, that is how I speak to family, because I need them to know where the love come from. Because if you're not getting it over here, you're going to get it here. You're going to get it here. No matter who you are, you're going to get it here. You could be talking out the side of your neck. I'm still going to stop and say, hey, love, you okay? You okay? My daughter was a witness to it. Listen, she was a Leo. Come here acting crazy. Hey, love, I love you. That's the first thing come out of my mouth. She could be talking hey, I love you. And I promise you that reckless, it turns into, a hug, a smile, because at the end of the day, that's all they need. Need a little love. Love here and now. I said to my spouse all the time, sweetie, I need love. Okay, I need that love and tender care that you give yourself. I need it for me. I need for your reaction to be, good morning, good night. What you want for dinner? Let's eat together. I need that type of reaction. I need that type of reaction. I'm that person. But you guys, just think about what I said. Put it in the comments. Let's talk about it, because at the end of the day, we got to fix this. If we don't fix it, we're going to be in the world of trouble. We got too much going on. We got the wars and cyber messing. I mean, we got a lot going on in this world. We have a lot going on. And it all stems from the mind. Again, just, like I said, tap into your mental. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you're talking about. Let's chat. Hopefully next week after next, you never know with me. I will have a guest again. Hopefully it's my brother again. I'm trying to get my spouse. But yeah, I would like to chat it up. I would like to talk about the things that matter to us. I want in the comments what you're thinking, how your day is. You can just comment and tell me how your day been. Just tell me how your day been. That will be so, listen, and I will comment back. I've been getting comments, but they just be like saying stuff. But I'm willing to comment back. Let me know how your day been. Let me know how your day been. I enjoy talking to you guys. I'm going to try to come more often. But like I said, tap into your mental. You have a great day, a wonderful day. And thank you.